What does it take to persevere? When things get tough, an individual's character is put to the test. Handling emotional or physical pain is never an easy task. To persevere alone isn't something to be taken lightly. It requires dedication, time, patience, and the will to go on. What did I learn from my own experience with perseverance? And how did it shape who I am today? My first real difficult obstacle I had to overcome caused a shock to my reality, and it seemed like one after the other, more obstacles became present. It began with the stresses of divorce. Fighting and tension was a constant variable in my life at the beginning of the 8th grade. Throughout that year, I handled the emotional burden of this. Not too many children of divorce can say it was an easy time, but I found support and comfort in my friends and girlfriend that really helped me cope with this stress. By the time I graduated 8th grade, my father had moved out and they were considered separated. This changed a lot of security I had in my life. Leaving my childhood home, moving constantly, dealing with the stresses of my parents dating, which really made me uncomfortable. My dog of 15 years I grew up with passed away, and just the feeling that I lost my normal life upset me. This was a lot for me to register at once. To make things worse, within a span of that 1 year, I also had my first heartbreak. And I can tell you, that was my breaking point. I totally lost all sense of security in the life I once had. I needed to accept the fact that my life was moving, whether I wanted it to or not. These challenges didn't stop there. After coping and handling these stresses very poorly, we found out my baby brother was diagnosed with cancer. This hit me harder than anything. I soon realized I needed to be strong. I needed to show my brother that I'm here for him, and I can't show 1 ounce of doubt. This was a growing point for me. This is when I realized I can't mope around about my own problems. There are things far worse than my own. I began to embrace these challenges, taking them head on, and this forged who I am today. I began to work out, study and pay attention in school, and care more about it in general. And I bonded even closer with my family that I once pushed away through my ways of coping. I became a better person physically and emotionally. As my brother began to get better, so did my attitude in my own life. I really turned a lot of my problems into energy in the gym, and there a passion was born. Through training, I was taught a lot, how to set goals and work to achieve them, to deal with the pain and to know I'm only getting better. Training is a metaphor in itself. You put up with the pain and suffering only to bounce back stronger. This mindset now applies to everything in my life. This work ethic even translated over to my education, and in total, even with the negatives and pain I've been through physically and emotionally in my life, I look back and see how these things were just like workouts to grow from, to become stronger and persevere.